Guys, I just saw Wicked Part 2, even though it comes out on Friday. I think this movie is gonna be a bit controversial. It was interesting. I have thoughts, spoiler free. For starters, going into this movie, you should expect it to be Glinda's show. She has much more of an arc than Elphaba does, which makes sense because Elphaba, by the time Act 2 rolls around, is pretty set in terms of what she wants. Ariana Grande's character, though, there was a lot more to explore in there, and they actually changed some of that from the musical to the film adaptation. There's just some important decisions that she makes that happen at a different time in the story that I liked, but my partner did not like. Wicked for Good is a much more political piece than part 1. And if you know the musical, you know that's where it's going, but they dug into that a little bit more. I just think that what this musical is politically saying, it didn't quite land. There are some new songs in the movie, more than I expected, but a lot of them are short and reuse motifs from previous songs. But there's a couple really new ones. Ariana Grande had a memorable new song. The tune didn't catch me as much as I wanted, but the performance and the visuals did. Y'all, these visuals, like, you thought part 1 was grandiose? Oh my god. Point is, the songs didn't thrill, but I appreciated what they were doing in the plot. It just did kind of feel a bit padded out. And that's not really helped by the fact that most of the most popular songs in the show are in Act 1. But No Good Deed smacked. We had applause in the middle of the movie for that one. Though I felt like I needed something to remind us of like how far Elphaba and Glinda have come in their friendship, I still really appreciated the ways that they built on their relationship. I loved their fights. I loved their vocals. I loved the things that the story set up to separate them so that they could reach for each other. I loved their costumes. Personally, I left happy. I had my qualms. Not everybody in my group felt the way that I did. I went with my family. We had a whole lot to say about it. So much so that we had to pass around a talking stick. Everyone really had mixed and different feelings about things. And I'll be totally honest. I think that that's because this falls into the trap that most sequels fall into. When you have a full-length movie, but you've already met the characters and their relationships have already been established, what you have left is action. And this movie just had a lot of action. Most of the complaints that I have left really boil down to direction. There's a character whose death I think deserved more time. I wished for some reallocation of like screen time and some like stronger thesis building, but I never fell out of love with any of these characters. I would happily watch part 1 and part 2 again. So yeah, I really do think you should go see Wicked for Good. I think if you're expecting something as strong as the first movie, lower your expectations a little bit. And apparently there's going to be a part 3. I heard rumors about that. Is that really happening? And if you want a with spoilers review of the movie, please let me know. And let me know what you think if you've seen it, because I just know that what y'all have to say about this movie is going to be really juicy.